League of Hashinshin.
What is League of Hashinshin? There's another YouTube channel that just posts my shit. Honestly, if you ask me, I think it's so easy to carry a game with perfect last hitting and turret plates. It's just, realistically, that's not gonna happen. Having to give up CS because your opponent's playing some range shit that, you know, counters you. Your opponent getting wave control through the jungler or mid lane roams. Just having to give up CS because the wave is passively pushing or not. Getting counterpicked and not being able to get every CS. All these things, like, honestly, and this is what I truly think, I truly believe top lane needs to either be buffed directly, the minions should be worth more gold or something, or mid lane needs to be nerfed. As it exists right now, mid lane will typically get perfect CS while getting the same experience. Sounds like a way to make bot laners go top. I mean, what can you do, Afik? Like, honestly, what can you do? Maybe make the turret damage reduction extend to 7 minutes. Something. I don't know. Like, how can you fix the issue? Mid lane is literally top lane, but better. It really just is. Mid lane is just the better top lane. They get better experience. They get better gold. The wave easily pushes into the turret, so you never get it held in front of the turret. Like, let's say I quick kill a wave and roam to mid, right? Darius decides I'm just going to hold it outside the turret, holds it here indefinitely. The rotate on mid doesn't work. I go back to top lane. Oh, now it's held. Oh, now it's held against a Darius with Ghost. I've already lost a wave. Now it's held. Like, I just think as a lane, top lane has become so much worse than mid lane. The other thing you should look into, Afik, if you don't want to deal with making top lane more valuable, look at making top lane closer to the cannon minions. Or, the jungle minions. That's another thing. Mid lane can go farm the jungle very, 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 very easily. It's right there, and it's the two good camps to farm. Top lane needs to go all the way to Krugs, or they need to go all the way to Gromp. Either way, you're basically guaranteed to lose farm by going for them. Even as Aatrox, who has, you know, bonus knockup on minions, or say jungles and shit, even he can't really farm the jungle very adequately. That was like the few times I actually didn't want to hit him. The only camp that the top laner can do easily is Scuttler. And let's be honest here, the mid laner can do Scuttler just as well. Easier, in fact, because it's so much easier for mid lane to push into the turret. Like, for top lane to push appropriately, I need to sit here and I need to farm the wave so it's a big wave so he can't hold it, so then I can push it in the turret, right? Like, that's what I need to do as a top laner. But I'm not getting, like, bonus gold for doing that, am I? I'm not getting, like, bonus CS. I'm getting the same gold as mid lane, but it's much harder to get it. Now, if you had a monster in the alcove, all you're doing is buffing ranged minions, or sorry, ranged top laners. Although, if you made it hard to do, you could actually make it so playing a ranged top laner, like, let's say it took 50% less damage from ranged characters. Now you might be getting somewhere, but then Riot will say, that's not fair! Ranged top laners deserve love too! Despite the fact that, doesn't Rift Herald still take 50% reduced damage from ranged auto attacks? Ah, shit. Dude, you waited so long to do that? Well, see, and now... Oh, but you can affect other lanes with your teleport. And what if you get ganked? What if you get ganked and you have to teleport so your lane doesn't get permanently held? Now what? The only advantage top lane has right now is that right now you can eventually maybe outscale the jungler. But oh wait, now Riot is saying, oh, let's buff the jungler. Great. So what the f do I do then? What's my job? What do I get? How many times does top lane have to be voted, like, least likely to do anything, you know? I don't believe I was in range of that ult. I don't believe I was. I guess I die. 846 damage from a tank with no damage items. Okay. Any rate rolls for Season 10, jungle is still the best, followed by mid, followed by bot support, followed by a huge gap, followed by top. Dude, I hate when they design champions to kill bruisers, and then they're like constantly surprised when no one wants to play a bruiser competitively. We've designed Poppy to kill bruisers. We've designed Ornn to kill bruisers. We've designed Quinn to kill bruisers. We've designed Vayne to kill bruisers. We've designed Cassiopeia to kill bruisers. We've designed to kill bruisers. We've designed to kill bruisers. We've designed. Why is no one playing a bruiser? Why is everyone first picking Aatrox? So guys, if you play a bruiser, all you have to do, you have to watch out for the Ornn, Poppy, Fiora. Watch out for those. Those ones are pretty bad for you. You also need to watch out for the Cassiopeia. You also need to watch out for the Ryze. You also need to watch out for the Quinn or the Vayne top. Those ones are bad. You also have to watch out for a Akali. You have to watch out for Jace. You have to watch out. So why don't you play them if they're so good? I pretty much play Aatrox all the time, don't I? I'm not like, I don't first pick Jax anymore. Do I? Do I ever first pick Jax anymore? Because I don't. I never first pick Jax. I never try to play like Hecarim, Darius, anything. No, I only second pick those champions, and because the majority of the time people are first picking shit that beats bruisers anyway, which is a huge part of the issue. They beat bruisers, but because no one wants to play bruisers, they have to buff them because no one's playing bruisers, which leaves you in this weird world. It leaves you in this weird world where no one wants to play bruisers, so champions that beat bruisers are underpowered. So Riot buffs them, but then no one plays bruisers even harder, so then they have to buff them, so then no one plays bruisers even harder, so then they have to buff them, and then you're left with Fiora just absolutely turbo f***s any bruiser, but no one plays her because no one's trying to play a bruiser. Can you imagine trying to play like a bruiser right now when everyone can just play Fiora or Riven or some shit? Like how do you play Jax? So you first pick Jax. Okay, good. Now you have to watch out for the Fiora, the Riven. You have to watch out for people that just play shit that stonewalls you and stops you from carrying. You have to watch out for Jace, Quinn, Vayne. You gotta watch out for Ornn. Malphite can Q spam and bully you out of the laning phase. You gotta look out for, and you gotta look out, and you gotta look out for, and you gotta look out for, and you gotta look out for, and you gotta look out. Great, I'm just never gonna play Jax then. And that's kind of the mentality. Honestly doubt they'll ever buff Aatrox because of competitor shit. If they just make more first picks, maybe they could. It really just is that simple. More viable first picks, playable Aatrox by buffing him. They need to stop making counter picks. They need to stop making champions focused at doing like one fucking thing. You know, I'm Darius. I hit people close to me. I do nothing else otherwise. Even Set, like, I mean, I can't complain that much because Set is like, you know, actually a good all-around champion who can kind of lane into most shit, but like, I feel like Darius only players don't despise fighting Darius. I mean, any main of a champion is not going to hate fighting that champion, likely, just because they'll know all the intricate ins and outs. I do feel there are some champions that are less intricate. If you learn a champion, 90% of the time they're less annoying to fight. I do think there are some champions that are obviously better at this than others. Like, Darius has a pretty simple counterplay. Don't let him 5 bleed you too quickly. Don't let him hit you with the Q. Right? Pretty simple, right? Nothing too out there with that. Aatrox is similar. Like, don't let him hit you with too many Qs. Don't let him crit the 3rd Q. That's a biggie. He's not that bad into range champions. He can last hit from range. He's got a decent team fight, especially compared to other bruisers. He's got a better team fight.